I'm here standing right in front of the Eiffel Tower in the city of love, Paris, France. It is a beautiful, gorgeous, sunny day, but what you are about to see isn't so sunny. For months now, angry French citizens have protested against a pension reform proposed and now passed by the French President Emmanuel Macron. These protests have occurred at least once a week since the beginning of January, and there is no timeline of when they will end. We're fed up that our government is passing laws without a parliamentary vote and without going through direct representation. In France, the absence of a parliamentary vote is legal. Article 49.3 in the Constitution states that a French president has the power to use what we call in the United States an executive order. The new law increases the retirement age from 62 to 64, which allows more money to flow into the pensions for retirement, as people will now be working longer. The law also increases the amount of pensions low-economy workers will receive. In September of 2022, the Pensions Advisory Council reported that soon there won't be enough money in the French pension system for those retired to receive all their money. The council emphasized the need for longer-term sustainability of the pension system, which is what this new reform does. President Macron said, quote, "The reform is not a luxury, it is not fun, it is a necessity for the country," unquote. The new law does not mean that workers can pack up for retirement at age 64, as it will require 43 years of contributions to be eligible for a full pension. Those who did not achieve a high level of education, those whose salaries are low, and women with children will suffer the most with this reform. Maternity leave is not taken into account in this new law. Those against the reform believe there are more efficient ways the government can fund the pension money. We're demonstrating because we don't feel like working until we're 64 years old, especially not in the current conditions. If the conditions were better, we would certainly work longer, but that is not the case. According to a recent report by the research firm eLab, 68% of the French oppose the law. With demonstrations occurring at least weekly, many disruptions have been felt all across France. During the days of the protests, the metro is discontinued or running at a very slow pace. In addition to public transportation issues, a trash strike has occurred for almost 3 weeks now. Piles of trash fill the streets, with trash workers refusing to pick up the garbage. These demonstrations we are seeing could almost be never ending, just as the Yellow Vest movement was. With or without the reform, the French pension system is among the most generous in Europe. French President Emmanuel Macron still has 4 years left of his term. However, the next president is able to overrule this reform if he or she chooses to do so. Reporting live from Paris, France, I'm Olivia Ausnehmer.